That was your boy NeedForSheed coming back with another episode of NFL predictions. I hope you guys have been enjoying. I think I'm about five in now, so tomorrow will be six, and then seven will drop on Wednesday, and then eight will drop on Thursday. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Hope everything's been going good. Like I said, if I talked about your team in the past, it is what it is. Hopefully your team put up or shut up. It's going to be one of the two. So as you guys have seen today, the other day, you guys have watched my recent AFC North prediction. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that. Now let's go back to the NFC and finish up with the last division in the NFC, and that's the NFC East. This probably will be the most competitive on the NFC side just because everybody's kind of in the same bracket outside of the top two. The bottom two is in the same bracket, top two kind of in the same bracket. So that's how I'm gonna, separate both of them. One second. I don't know where that came from. Usually your boy gets some sleep, kind of. But yeah, looking at this, let's see what we got next. What we got next. So we're doing the NFC East. And you know how it goes. I usually just list my teams and go through their records, go through their schedule, see how they're going to finish. To me personally, I'm going to have Washington finish. Washington finishing last. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm tripping over my words and stuff. I'm just, it's been a long day or something. So Washington finished last in the division. Sam Howell, with Sam Howell being the quarterback, Washington is kind of like San Francisco, the light version to me. They got nice offensive weapons, has an okay offensive line. Defensive line is really good. Secondary can be left to be desired. And the linebackers are, well, Washington linebackers are just okay. San Francisco got way better linebackers. So that's how I got that one. But they somewhat similar. They like a light version of San Francisco to me because only thing holding them back is a quarterback. Ever since they drafted RG3 and Kirk Cousins, ever since Kirk Cousins left, they ain't been able to find a quarterback since then. Ever since Kirk Cousins left. So that's where I'm looking at. So with Sam Howell, what can you do? You got Terry McLaurin, you got Jahan Dotson, you got Curtis Samuel, you got Antonio Gibson, you got Brian Robinson, you got a okay offensive line, you got Chase Young, you got Payne, Sweat, you got all of them on defense. Can you put it all together? Can he put it together? We're gonna see. So that's why I got them finishing right there. Right above them, I got the G-Man, the New York Giants. They made a very good step next year. I like the trade step next year. My bad. They made a great leap last year. Daniel Jones with Brian Daboll going over there, he controlled Daniel Jones's interceptions, his fumbles, he controlled his turnovers. So they made the team a lot better. And they finished better than what people expected. And they even won a playoff game, even though most of us picked them to beat the Vikings because we felt like the Vikings was a fraudulent 13-14. They won 11 one-score games. That's not going to happen again. So we understand that. But Daniel Jones took that leap. They paid Saquon for 1 year, but at least he's getting paid for this year. I love the addition of trade for Darren Waller. That's great. You got Dexter Lawrence and the Bulls, Pro Bowlers on the front line. Defensively, with Thibodeau is going to be really good. I like the Giants' defense. Offensive line, Evan Neal has to have a better year than he had last year because he was getting cooked last year. But offensive linemen, sometimes they don't automatically translate in the first year. Sometimes it takes them a minute. So we're going to see where it goes. But I got them finishing third in the division, right above Washington. Now, who I got finishing number two? Y'all already know it's going to be the Cowgirls. My bad. I'm going to be respectful right now. The season ain't started yet. The Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys got them number two. Dak is still Dak, so you're only going to go as far as the Dak attack takes you. And we have seen in the past, second round at best. Offensively, with them trading for Brandon Cooks, they solidified the number two position. Now, CD can be the true number one because now he got a true number two. Michael Gallup can go to where he suited at, the number three. Hopefully, the tight end first, he can do what he got to do. Now, Tony Pollard is your number one back, but they like this Keyshawn Vaughn that came out. So we're going to see how he runs. But Tony Pollard is going to be your number one, going to be your main back this year. Defensively, there really is no weakness in the defense. Defensive line with DeMarcus Lawrence, never. I think they still got Gallimore, Micah Parsons. And then you got Gilmore and Trayvon Diggs on the back end. Nah, I think they re-signed Later Van Ness, if I'm not mistaken. This defense is legit. I'm not gonna say nothing too much. Their defense is legit. They need to stop the run this year. That's what the main focus needs to be. If they can stop the run, everything else is fine. They can do what they got to do. So they're gonna be great in the regular season. It's the playoffs we worry about with the Cowboys. So that's what it is. And to me, number one is the defending NFC champions, Philadelphia Eagles. They really have no weakness on their team. Like offense lines, the best offense line in the game. You got Jalen Hurts. You got DeAndre Swift. Let my Sanders go. So you got DeAndre Swift. Still got Gainwell. You got Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith, AJ Brown. And defensively, you got every Georgia player that ever came in the history of Georgia is on that defense. You still got your secondary with Darius Slay. I think it was Bradbury on the other end, if I'm not mistaken, or Gardner Johnson left. It was one of them. I can't remember. But now you got the whole defensive line that you got. First of all, Jalen Carter fell down. I don't know how in the hell every team let the top three, if not number one, best player in the country fall to number 9 because of some character issues that he really ain't had no problems outside the last thing that happened. But y'all gonna let the best player in the league, best player in the draft fall. And Howard Roseman was like, oh, trade up. Yes, get him. Yes, yes, yes. Bring him to us. And they let Hargrave go out, and now they get a cheaper version of Hargrave who has a bigger upside. And you put him with Fletcher Cox. You put him with Jordan Davis. And you got Brandon Brown, all them. Yes, the Philly talked about them. Just is what it is. All right, so I rambled on long enough. Let's get into these records and this schedule. I have the Commanders. Oh, I hate that name. I have the Commanders finishing 7-9. 7-10, 8-9. I haven't finished in that. I have them going 2-4 in the division. I have them getting swept by Philly and then losing one to the Giants and the Cowboys. But I got them splitting with the Cowboys and the Giants as well. So that's 2 wins right there. See, they can beat the Cardinals. That's 3. They can beat the Cardinals. That's 3. They can beat the Bears. That's 4. They can beat the Broncos. That's 5. They can beat the Patriots. That's 6. They can beat the Rams. That's 7. That's the 7 wins I told you about. And toss up game. They can beat. Oh yeah, the Falcons. That's 8. So 7-10, 8-9 is where I got the Commanders finishing, and for the most part, that's where they're gonna probably finish at anyway. So let's see what Sam Howell can do. Let's see what all they can develop and see if they can have him for the future or they're going to have him just for a little bit. Now, moving on to the next team, the New York Football Giants. I have the Football Giants going 8-9, 9-8 in that range. 8-9, 9-8 in that range, possibly 10-7. I think anywhere from 8-9 to 10-7, they're going to be in that range. Because I have them going 3-3 in the division. Have them going 3-3 in the division. Have them splitting with everybody in the division. Actually, no. I have them going 3-3 in the division. I have them losing to the Cowboys twice. No, I got them going 2-4. I got them going 3-3 in the division. I think I got them going 3-3 in the division. I got them going 3-3 in the division. Yeah. It's either 2-4 or 3-3 in the division. But with that, they can beat the Cardinals. They can beat the Raiders. They can beat the Patriots. They can beat the Packers. They can beat the Rams. So that's, if they 3-3, that's 8 wins right there. If they 2-4, that's 7 wins. They can beat the Jets. So yeah, around that time, that's why I got them at 9-8, 8-9, 9-8. right there in that area, right around what they were last year. So 8-9, 9-8, I got them possibly 10-7 because a couple of those games, like I said, if the cookie crumbles the right way, they can get to 10 wins and be a valuable threat in the playoffs. Just because the defense is that good and they be able to run the football. So that's why I got the Giants, football Giants. That's why I got them finishing it. So let's go to number 2 in the division for me, the Cowboys. I got the Cowboys going 10-7 and 11-6. I got the Cowboys going 4-2 in the division. I have them splitting with the Eagles, and I have them splitting with um, the Giants, but I have them sweeping the Commanders. I have them going 4-2 in the division. So that's 4 wins already. They could beat the Rams. That's 5. They can beat the Panthers at 6. They can beat the Lions. So that's 7. They can beat the Patriots. That's 8. They can beat the Chargers. I'm a Chargers fan. They can beat us. That's 9. They can beat the Seahawks. That's 10. Toss up. They can beat the Dolphins or the Bills. That's 11. So 10-7, 11-6 is not that hard for them to get. They should finish 10-7, 11-6. They probably leaning more towards the 11-6. They should finish that high because looking at their schedule, they should be at least 10-7, 11-6. They should be at least 11-16. They could even go even higher if they play their cards right. But I got them going that. And then last but not least, though, reigning champions, NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. I got the Philadelphia Eagles going 12-5, 13-4. I got them going 5-1 division, losing to the Cowboys. I think they can sweep the Giants. I think they can sweep the Commanders. 4-2, 5-1 is where I got them going in the division. So if I got them going 5-1 in the division, let's just say that they can beat the Patriots at 6. They can beat the Vikings at 7. They can beat the Bucks at 8. They can beat the Rams at 9. They can beat Seahawks, that's 10. They beat the Cardinals, that's 11. That's already 11 wins now. Now you got the 49ers, the Bills, the Chiefs, the Dolphins. They can win the Jets. They can win 2 out of those games. So they can go 13-4. I say they're going 12-5, 13-4. They can go 13-4. I already rubbed off 11 wins and 2 more. They can go 13-4. I feel like they're not going to lose they're not going to lose to the Jets, the Dolphins, the Chiefs, the Bills, and the 49ers. They're not going to lose to all 5 of them. They could probably beat 1 or 2 of those. They could probably beat 2 of those easily. So, no, I got them. They could probably beat the Dolphins and they probably beat the Bills. They probably lose to the 49ers because the 49ers defense. And they could probably lose to the Chiefs. But I think 12-5, 13-4 is pretty solid, pretty easy for the Philadelphia Eagles to do so. So that's my predictions. I have the Washington Commanders, I have the New York Giants, at the Dallas Cowboys, at the Philadelphia Eagles. How do you think I did on your team? Is this your team? I know there's a lot of Cowboy fans out there. I hope that y'all like what I put y'all right now because when the playoffs come, we know y'all ain't gonna do nothing. So we're gonna let bygones be bygones right now. But come January, I know where y'all not gonna be. But if I did your division right, let me know in the comments. Let me know your perspective. Let me know what you think the division is gonna be. Let me know who you think is gonna finish first in the division. Give me your rankings. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everybody that has tuned into this content. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow on another episode of NFL Predictions. You feel me?